Sophomore, number 10, Eileen Bowler. Senior, number 11, Megan Lyman. Senior, number 13, Kylie Mead. Senior, number 15, Ruby Lindstrom. Senior, number 18, Elise Lyman. Senior, number 20, Olivia Shiners. Senior, number 23, Iris Larson. Senior, number 25, Kirsten Carter. And senior, number 28, Abigail Brockbank. And the keeper, a junior, number 99, Ellie Taylor. Head coach for the Skyhawks, Kyra Peary. And now, the starting lineup for your Pleasant Grove Vikings. At defender, a senior, number 3, Lydia Williams. Forward position, a senior, number 4, Aubrey Robbins. At midfield, a senior, number 5, Ashlyn Embley. At defender, a junior, number 7, Mia Thorkelson. At midfield, a senior, number 20, Elise Powell. At defender, a senior, number 23, Chloe Anderson. At midfield, a senior, number 25, McKinley Sinte. A senior forward, wearing number 28, Holly Spooky. A senior defender, number 30, Ali again. And at forward, a junior, number 32, Indy Morris. And at keep, a sophomore wearing number 98, Mackenzie Robertson. Pleasant Grove Vikings, coached by head coach Matt Embley.
And I want to welcome you into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. We're here to kick off girls soccer coverage on KSLSports.com. It is the Pleasant Grove Vikings as they get ready to take on the Salem Hills Skyhawks, a battle in Region 7. An early Region 7 game that could decide how this region turns out. Two teams who have started off this season in fantastic form, going head-to-head in the early goings of Region 7 play. The Pleasant Grove Vikings coming to this one tonight at 6-0 and 1-0 in Region 7 play. For the Salem Hills Skyhawks, they come into this one at 6-1 overall with an 0-1 Region 7 record. It'll be the Pleasant Grove Vikings in the blue. They'll be going to the left of your screen here in the first half. And it is the Salem Hills Skyhawks in the white with the light blue shorts, and they'll be going to the right. Salem Hills to kick us off. There is the whistle, and we are underway as girls soccer action here on the Rewind Sports Network gets going. Pleasant Grove trying to win possession back. They do. Only momentarily as Salem Hills quickly winning it back. Ball played back. Goes into the feet of center back Lindstrom. Lindstrom will play it all the way back to Ellie Taylor, the goalkeeper. Taylor looking for options. Trying to play it out over to that far left side. Here's Lindstrom. Plays it up, takes a deflection. Ball lands at the feet of Shinners. Trying to play a ball in behind, and running off of it was Iris Larson for the Skyhawks. Instead intercepted. Here comes the Vikings. Ball over to the far side. Trying to find Indy Morris. Instead rolls all the way back to Lindstrom just inside the 18. Lindstrom will play it over to that far side. Nice pressure from Pleasant Grove, trying to win it back. It'll go out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline. The Vikings in possession. Morris crosses it into the box, and he goes out of bounds and out. And a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. For the Skyhawks, again, coming into this one at 6-1 overall on the season. Got the non-region win against Copper Hills 2-1. Beat Cypress 3-1. Beat Granger 5-0. Got a win against Orem 2-0. Beat Juan Diego 3-0. And then beat American Heritage 4-2. Their one loss of the season so far being the opening game of region play, where they lost in the penalty shootout to the Spanish Fork Dons. That game ended 1-1 after overtime. Ended up going to the shootout, 4-2 win for Spanish Forked. Ball out of bounds and out here on the near sideline for Salem Hills as they throw it back in. Larson trying to bring it in. Here's Larson, plays it in centrally, finds Shinners. Shinners over the top. And cleared away. Brought down by Sinte. Sinte will play it back to Anderson. Pressured by Salem Hills, plays it up nicely to Embley. Embley settles it. Gets it to Sinte. Sinte plays it up to Morris. Morris over on the far sideline. Gets it out to Gant. Nice step defensively by Lydia Williams to win it back here for Pleasant Grove. Trying to play it now to the near sideline for Robbins. Robbins takes a touch in centrally. Robbins now plays it to the far side. Robbins gets it out. Robbins again. Possession here with Stuckey taking a shot, and an opportunity for the Pleasant Grove Vikings as Indy Morris with the opportunity, but nicely done. Ellie Taylor, the junior goalkeeper for Salem Hills, making the save and clearing it away. First opportunity of the game, it goes to the home side. Shinners plays it back to Carter. One back by Pleasant Grove. Here's Stuckey in centrally. Sinte. Stuckey back to Sinte. Nicely cut out defensively by Lindstrom. Salem Hills now trying to play it up. Giving chase is Thorkelson for Pleasant Grove. Gets it out of the near side for Robbins. Robbins, nice cut back up the sideline. Robbins trying to cut it back inside. Here's Robbins, plays it in centrally to Morris. Morris just outside of the 18. Morris. Three defenders, nicely defended. Ruby Lindstorm coming up for the Salem Hill Skyhawks to boot it away. Pleasant Grove trying to keep possession inside the attacking third. Here's Robbins winning it back. Robbins plays it over to the far sideline for Stuckey. Stuckey plays it into the 18, taking the shot, and it goes wide. Sinte all alone inside the 18, unmarked, takes the shot, and it goes out of bounds and out. And a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Another close and good look for the home side. Ashlyn Embley winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Here's Indy Morris. Morris settles it to Stuckey. Stuckey in centrally. Sinte again. Sinte back into Morris. Now back to Sinte. Sinte in behind the defense. Puts it into the back of the net. And with 35-11 left to go here in the first half, McKinley Sinte scores the opening goal. Great build-up play just outside the 18 from the Pleasant Grove Vikings. The connection between Indy Morris And Sinte connecting. Sinte in behind, unmarked, puts it into the back of the net, and Pleasant Grove leads it 1-0. The Vikings up. And now how will the Skyhawks respond? There are two teams all season long in the high-scoring categories. Pleasant Grove now 19 goals scored on this season after that Sinte goal. You also have the Salem Hills Skyhawks coming to this one tonight with 19 goals scored on the year. Salem Hills now trying to respond after going down 1-0. Robbins trying to play it up. It'll come out of bounds and out. Thorkelson to throw it in. Powell let it bounce over. Now here's Indy Morris. Morris. Lindstrom there defensively for Salem Hills. Lindstrom now bringing it up the near sideline, plays it up. Robbins is there to intercept. Robbins plays it in centrally to the goal scorer in Sinte. Stuckey. Ball out wide. Chloe Anderson. Trying to play it back out wide to Haley Stuckey. Instead goes out of bounds and out, and a throw-in coming up for the visitors over on that far sideline. Pleasant Grove coming into this game undefeated. Got wins a 6-2 win against Northridge. Beat Mountain View 1-0 in a game that went to overtime. Took down Provo 2-1. Got a 2-0 win against Timpanogos. Beat Layton 4-0, and then in the opening game of region play was able to get a 3-2 win over Springville in overtime. Region 7 so far. Shaping up to be a good race. Salem Hills in possession. Salem Hills now gets the ball into the box, taking a shot, and the sophomore goalkeeper, Mackenzie Robertson, at her near post, has to make the save. Good look for Salem Hills, trying to find the equalizer. Robertson denying the opportunity at her near post. Now here's Lynn. Or excuse me, that's Megan Lyman. Lyman playing it in safely into the hands of Robertson. Robertson will boot this one up and away. Salem Hills quickly trying to get possession back. Here's Lyman. Lyman crosses it in. Gant there. Interception. Gant gets it up to Morris. Nicely defended by the Skyhawks. Lyman plays it back in centrally. Here's Brockbank. Brockbank plays it over to the far side. Now possession back with Salem Hills. Nicely done by Carter. Carter trying to get past another defender. Gant there defensively. Wins it back for PG. Clears it away. Salem Hills back in possession. Ball over to the far side. Here's Morris. In a foot race with Lindstrom. Nicely done by Lindstrom to win it back. Ball played up by the Vikings. It'll roll out of bounds and out. And with 31-17 left to go here in the first, Pleasant Grove leads it 1-0. Substitution coming up here for the visitors as Hazel Marks checking into the game. Off comes Olivia Shinners. Lyman trying to play it here to the near sideline for the overlapping run. Instead goes out of bounds. Thorkelson throws it in. Nice turn from Robbins. Robbins crosses it in and safely into the hands of Ellie Taylor. Taylor will boot this one up and away. Tracked down by Bowler. Bowler trying to play it up. Cleared away by Gant. A throw in now coming up for Salem Hills here on the near sideline. Brockbank to throw it in. Abigail Brockbank plays it in. Bowler gets a touch. Lyman trying to get on the end of it. Now here's Brockbank, plays it up. Loose ball ends up with the Vikings. Nicely done by Powell to intercept. Ball booted away by Lydia Williams. And we have a whistle and a foul here. Salem Hills whistled for the foul. I believe that was Iris Larson in to commit the foul. Now it will be, or excuse me, that was Hazel Marks committing the foul. Free kick opportunity here for Pleasant Grove to boot this one up and away with Gant. Gant clears it up. Trying to find Stuckey. Instead comes out for PG. Robbins tracks it down, plays it to the near side for Thorkelson. Thorkelson trying to play back up to Robbins. Nicely cut out by the Skyhawks. Here's Williams. Takes a deflection. It'll go out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Nice little turnout here from the visiting Salem Hills crowd. They wanted a throw-in for Salem Hills. Instead, it'll be throw-in for the Vikings. Lindstrom. In possession, looking for options. We'll go back to Ellie Taylor. Taylor inside the 18. Gets it to Carter. Carter. Lindstrom has to come up and win it back here for Salem Hills. Lindstrom. Losing out possession to Robbins. Robbins cuts it back, crosses it into the box. Stuckey trying to get on the end of it. Marks tracking. And nicely covered by Hazel Marks as that ball will roll out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. And a throw-in coming up here for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Throw-in now again, this time for Pleasant Grove. Played in quickly to Morris. Morris brings it down. Ball out of bounds once more. Throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove over on the far sideline. Well, Indy Morris so far here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Add another assist, up to 3 assists on this season after setting up McKinley Sinte for the opening goal here at Pleasant Grove High. 3 assists on the year, 7 goals on the season for number 32, Indy Morris. McKinley Sinte up to 4 goals on the season now to accompany 2 assists. Played out to the near side for Thorkelson, trying to play it up to Robbins, cleared away by Brockbank. Now Robbins cutting inside. Looking for options, has to play back to the near sideline for Thorkelson. Thorkelson will play it back to Gant. Gant, nice cross pass over to the far side, trying to find Chloe Anderson. Anderson can't reel it in. It'll go out of bounds and out. And a throw-in coming up here for the Salem Hills Skyhawks in their attacking half. Salem Hills trying to win possession with Elise Lyman instead of one back by PG. Powell will play it back. Embley gets it over the far side for Anderson. Anderson plays it up to Stuckey. Now Lindstrom covering defensively. We'll go all the way back to Taylor. Taylor looking for options. Taylor will boot this one up and away. Cut out by PG. Stuckey trying to play it up. Heavy touch, heavy pass will go into the hands of Ellie Taylor. Taylor to boot this one up and away. Takes a bounce at the middle of the park. Larson. Here in possession, it's Carter. Carter will play to the near side for Brockbank. Nicely defended by Robbins, winning it back for Pleasant Grove. It goes out of bounds, but possession will go to the Skyhawks here on the throw-in. Brockbank will play it back in. Finds Carter. Carter plays it back to Brockbank. Brockbank boots it up and away. Giving chase here, it's Thorkelson. Plays it in centrally. Cut out by Salem Hills. Now here's an opportunity as Bowler was trying to win it there. Instead, Pleasant Grove in possession. Here's Robbins. Plays it up over the top, trying to find Indy Morris. Nicely defended by the Skyhawks. That was Warcup having to come across and cut it out defensively before the leading scorer for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, Indy Morris, able to get on the end of it. Substitutions coming up here for both sides. Checking in for the home side, Caitlin Bishop for PG. Also into the game, Emily Ochoa for the Skyhawks. Throw it over on the far sideline as Stuckey will look to play it in. Takes a bounce inside. Anderson trying to cross it into the box across the face of goal. Robbins now collecting at the back post, and that one poked away. It'll go out of bounds near the corner flag. A throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove. Good opportunity there from Chloe Anderson. Pouncing on that ball, a loose ball inside the box. Now another throw-in coming up. Pleasant Grove again in possession. Morris back to Bishop. Nicely cut out by Lyman. Bishop again throws it in. Robbins will bring it in for Pleasant Grove. Just outside of the 18. Settles it for Powell. Nicely cut out. Was Chloe Anderson again trying to get on the end of it. Salem Hills with the defensive play as that ball will go out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. Throw in here for the home side. With 22:57 left to go in the first half. Pleasant Grove still leading 1-0. Stuckey trying to play it in centrally, looking for Stinney. Now Gant. Here's Williams. Nicely settled by Anderson, trying to play it back into Stuckey. Cut out by Salem Hills. Now here comes the Skyhawks trying to play it up. Cut out by the goal scorer. Now here's Indy Morris. Morris looking for options. Morris has it forced down to that far sideline. Nicely defended by Bowler. Anderson will play it back in centrally to the goal scorer in Sinte. Back to Gant. Gant will play to the near side for Bishop. Caitlin Bishop plays it up. That's Powell trying to play to the near side for Robbins. Instead deflected. A throw-in coming up. Here on the near sideline for Pleasant Grove. Taken quickly. Powell trying to win it. Lindstrom gets a foot on the loose ball. Denies Robbins from winning possession here for Pleasant Grove. Gets it in centrally. Now back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom now looking for options. Has to play to the near side. Here's Lyman. Opportunity now for the Skyhawks. Megan Lyman plays it up to Larson. Larson into the 18. Poked away and defended well by Lydia Williams. Williams coming across and making the defensive challenge, denying the opportunity for Larson into the box. And now a corner kick coming up here for the visiting side, looking to tie it up. Set piece opportunity coming up here for the Skyhawks. To take the corner here on the near sideline, it's Hazel Marks. Everybody lined up at the back post. Marks crosses it in front of goal, takes a deflection. Robertson collects. Mackenzie Robertson off her line, trying to punch the ball away. And the loose ball ends up right at the feet of Mackenzie Robertson. Has to just lay on top of it, picks it up, and averts the danger. Nicely defended by Pleasant Grove. Ball coming up now for Morris. Trying to find Robbins. Robbins caught in an offside position. The flag goes up. And now we do have a whistle. Offsides here against Pleasant Grove. Free kick coming up here for Salem Hills following the offsides. Lindstrom will boot this one up and away. Halfway through the first half, 20 minutes left to go as PG leads it 1-0. That ball booted up and away. Stuckey winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Trying to play to the near side, defended well by Ringer. Here's Lyman. Megan Lyman trying to play it up, deflected off of Bishop. Throw-in coming up for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Elizabeth Ringer here to throw it in. Larson brings it down, gets a touch. Bowler gets it back to Ringer. Ringer trying to connect on the near sideline with Megan Lyman, as that ball will roll out of bounds and out.
Number 1, Peyton Coyne. And number 9, Mia Falabella.
Peyton Coyne checking in, as well as Mia Falabella for the home side. With 2 substitutions here with 18:50 left to go. Ringer will play it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom heavy touch. Morris trying to win it back. Lindstrom cuts it back inside the center circle. Now looking for options. Trying to get it to Lyman here on the near sideline. Nicely poked away by Caitlin Bishop. And now we throw in again for Salem Hills, as Elizabeth Ringer, the sophomore, coming to the near sideline to throw it in. Ringer, ball booted away. Lindstrom goes all the way back to Taylor. Ball out wide. It's a Warcup. Now trying to play it up. Defended well by Pleasant Grove. Throw in for the Vikings. Going the other way for the Skyhawks. Prior to substitution, Oakley Jensen, the senior, checking in for Salem Hills. That ball booted up and away. Now we'll have a throw-in Vikings over on the far sideline. Chloe Anderson to throw it in for Pleasant Grove. Gets it up to Morris. Falabella trying to win it inside, or towards the middle of the park. There's Mia Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Plays it back to Anderson. Anderson in centrally to Williams. Williams back to Falabella. And nicely cut out by Salem Hills. Here's Bowler. Bowler plays it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to the near side for Elizabeth Ringer. Ringer back to Lindstrom. Carries with possession, plays it up. Heavy deflection. Stuckey winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Here's Stuckey. Anderson in possession for PG. Plays it in centrally to the goal scorer, Sinte. Sinte losing out possession. Salem Hills wins it back, and now here comes an opportunity for the Skyhawks trying to go the other way with Megan Lyman. Lyman trying to get past Bishop, does. Here's Lyman, still in possession. Lyman gets it back to the near sideline. Lyman trying to cut it back to Bowler, instead cut out by Bishop. Bishop will play it up. Lindstrom trying to play it up in the direction of Ochoa. Here's Ochoa. Ochoa plays it to the near side, cut out by Embley. Takes a deflection, lands at Lindstrom. Lindstrom winning it back for Salem Hills. Plays it to the near side for Lyman. Megan Lyman now looking for options. Bishop there defensively doing a fantastic job. Now here's Peyton Coyne. Coiney trying to play it up. Instead, it comes out of bounds and out, and Pleasant Grove will have a throw in here on the near sideline. Leading it still 1-0 thanks to the goal from McKinley Sinte in the early goings of the first half. The difference so far, this is a Pleasant Grove side coming into this one again undefeated at 6-0 on the season. Lindstrom. Salem Hills at 6-1, losing out in the last game to Spanish Fork in a penalty shootout. Again, a game here early in region play that can shape up the Region 7 race. Nicely cut out by Ringer, plays it up, trying to find Emily Ochoa, and instead cut out by number 20, Powell. That ball booted away by Salem Hills. Another throw-in coming up. Prior to substitution as Olivia Shinners. Aubrey Robbins also back into the game for Pleasant Grove. There's Robbins quickly getting possession back after checking in. Lindstrom now chasing defensively. Lindstrom trying to play it back to the near sideline. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. That ball goes out of bounds. Ringer couldn't get on the end of it. Throw in for Pleasant Grove. Caitlin Bishop to throw it in. Robbins into the 18. Robbins trying to settle it. Takes a heavy pass. No one there. Pleasant Grove trying to keep possession inside the 18. Instead cut out. Now here comes the counterattack from Salem Hills. The Skyhawks trying to find the equalizer. Mead. Kylie Mead couldn't get past Gant. Nicely defended by Gant. Now Kylie Mead to throw it in here on the near sideline. Ball played in, headed away by Sinte. Ball comes in centrally now to Shiners. Here's Ringer. That ball cleared away by Pleasant Grove. Still Salem Hills with an opportunity inside of the attacking third as Kylie Mead will throw it in. Booted away by Bishop. Ringer brings it down. Back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking for options. Defended by Robbins. Lindstrom does a great job to keep possession. Now Ringer trying to play it in centrally. Sinte there. Cuts it out defensively. Lindstrom again for Salem Hills will go all the way back to Ellie Taylor. Taylor will play it out wide to War Cup. War Cup in centrally to Shiners. Williams trying to play it up. Deflected off of Emily Ochoa. Now a throw-in coming up over on the far sideline for Pleasant Grove. Prior to those substitutions, Mia Thorkelson back into the game for the home side, while Iris Larson checks in for Salem Hills. Larson had an opportunity earlier. Now back into the game. Throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline. Thorkelson will throw it in. Prior to substitution as Gant will head to the bench for a breather. And Elise Powell back into the game. Jada O'Reilly also checks in for PG. Loose ball ends up with Thorkelson. Plays it out wide. Stuckey trying to get on the end of it. Instead, cleared away. Throw in coming up now for Pleasant Grove. Thorkelson again to throw it in. Comes to Robbins. Robbins trying to settle it in centrally to Powell. Instead, Salem Hills trying to win possession back. Now there is a whistle and a foul called and a free kick coming up here for the Skyhawks. With 10:31 left to go in the first half, it is still a 1-0 lead for Pleasant Grove. That ball booted up and away by War Cup. Loose ball now is Lydia Williams giving chase. Williams will boot this one up and away. Throw in for the Skyhawks over on the far sideline. War Cup to throw it in. Headed away by Sinte. Thorkelson trying to get a foot onto the end of it, denying an opportunity there for Salem Hills. Nicely defended. Thorkelson will now throw it in. Deflected as that ball goes out of bounds, and now Salem Hills will have a throw in. War Cup trying to find Shiners. Instead comes to Carter. Carter back out of War Cup. War Cup plays it up. Here's Mead. Now into Bowler. Bowler looking for options. Gets it out wide. Trying to find Mead. Instead it'll go out of bounds and out. And a throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove. As that ball comes in, Lindstrom wins it back. Goes all the way back to Taylor. Lindstrom plays it up. Salem Hills still in possession with Carter. Nicely defended by Falabella. And the whistle and the foul will call. Now a free kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Played up quickly, cut out by Williams. Loose ball, Salem Hills trying to win it back. Falabella trying to get on the end of it. Said poke through. Mead trying to get to it now. Shiners gets it to Carter. Carter trying to turn, defended well by Pleasant Grove. Lindstrom heavy touch. Comes out now to Coiney. Ringer will boot it up and away for Salem Hills. Comes back to Elizabeth Ringer. Ringer cuts back. Looking for options. Here's Ringer. Ringer still in possession. Now we have a whistle and a foul call. This one will be a free kick coming up here for Salem Hills. And a yellow card caution has been issued to Caitlin Bishop. Number 16, the junior, sees yellow, has to sub out. Chloe Anderson quickly back into the game here for Pleasant Grove. So we'll have a stoppage in play here with 7:43 left to go in the first half. It is the Vikings who lead at 1-0. A free kick coming up now for the Skyhawks, trying to find an opportunity to tie it up. Bowler plays the ball in. Floated into the 18, and it's cleared away. Shiners gets it to the near side for Ringer. Nicely cut out by Coiney. Plays it up. Robbins doing a good job keeping the ball into the attacking third for Pleasant Grove. It'll go out of bounds and now a throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline prior to substitutions. As Indy Morris back into the game for the home side. Jordan Cox into the game, as well as number 11, Mia Lyman. Morris gets the ball down since immediately gets the ball after checking in. That shot from distance, trying to catch Ellie Taylor. Taylor does a good job reading it at the near post and denies the long distance opportunity from Sinte. Chloe Anderson trying to play it up the near sideline, takes a heavy touch. It'll go out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up for the Skyhawks. Lyman trying to keep it in, instead goes out of bounds. Anderson here to throw it in. Finds Indy Morris. Morrison centrally to Falabella. Cut out by Salem Hills. One back. Here's Bowler. Carter. Carter nicely done to keep possession. Now plays it up to Lyman. Lyman plays it to the near side. Now here comes an opportunity for the Skyhawks as Meade in possession. Kylie Meade goes in centrally, takes a deflection, cut out, and one back by Powell. Bowler trying to win it back, and Bowler will commit the foul. Free kick coming up for the home side. As the goal scorer, Sinte, will boot this one up, and away. Robbins giving chase. Warcup shielding defensively. Warcup not allowing Robbins the opportunity. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. Ball will go out of bounds, and now in a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Taylor plays it short to Lindstrom. Lindstrom will bring it out with possession, gets it up. Lyman, heavy touch over the top. Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball booted up and away over the top of the defense. Coiney trying to get on the end of it. Lindstrom there defensively, shielding it away as Taylor has to pick it up. Danger averted. Lindstrom, it's a dangerous bounce, but Lindstrom and Taylor there on the same page as Taylor does a good job defensively to deny the opportunity. Now here's when the ball played in for Coiney. Cleared away by Salem Hills. Here's Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball comes to the near side for Meade. Nicely done by Kylie Meade. Takes one on, takes a second one on, and then Falabella winning possession. Meade not giving up on the play, wins possession back. Here's Carter. Carter will play it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom plays it to the near side for Ringer. Coiney defensively winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball goes to Robbins. Thorkelson now for Pleasant Grove. Thorkelson doing a phenomenal job keeping possession for the home side. Now here's Robbins. Robbins with a cross into the box. Coiney is there. Defensively, Ringer clears it away, and now the offside flag is raised. Great look, great opportunity from Pleasant Grove as Robbins started over here to the left side of the Pleasant Grove attack. Now, since checking back in, has moved over to the right, but the crossing from Aubrey Robbins has been dangerous. Warcup here to boot this one away for Salem Hills. 3:03 left to go in the first half. There's a whistle and a foul as Larson called for the foul. Free kick coming up for PG. Final moments of the first half. It'll be Jada O'Reilly to boot this one away for Pleasant Grove, as Lydia Williams tying up the cleat. And now good to stoppage and play here with 2:18. Ball booted up. Shiners there defensively for Salem Hills, denying the opportunity for Pleasant Grove. Ball in the air, tracking it down is Anderson. Can't get a foot on it. Nicely done by Salem Hills. Here comes the counterattack for the Skyhawks. Meade trying to get on the end of it, does. Meade does a good job not allowing that ball to go out of bounds, and then coming across defensively, it's Chloe Anderson.
Back into the Skyhawks, number 22, Hazel Marks.
Hazel Marks back into the game for Salem Hills. Throwing for the Skyhawks here on the near sideline with time winding down in the first half. 1:40 left. Megan Lyman to throw it in. Headed away by Jada O'Reilly. A corner kick coming up. Can't get the head on it cleanly from Jada O'Reilly. forces the corner. Now a set piece opportunity coming up for Salem Hills. Their most dangerous opportunity so far of this first half came off an earlier corner. One hand in the air for Mead. Mead crosses it in, goes to the far back post, headed away by Williams. Lyman tracks it down, gets it to Shiners. Nicely cut out by Powell. Or excuse me, that was Indy Morris with the interception. Now here's Bowler winning it back for Salem Hills. Gets it back to Lindstrom. Just inside the center circle, plays it to the near side for Lyman. Lyman heavy touch. One back by Falabella. Sinte trying to get it over the top towards Robbins. Lindstrom will shield it away defensively. Has to play it back to Taylor with 40 seconds left here in the first half. That ball booted away. Robbins winning it back. Robbins has options. Robbins gets it out wide. Cross comes in. Lindstrom there defensively as Powell trying to cross that one into the box, but Lindstrom denying the opportunity. Quickly, Pleasant Grove's trying to go with 20 seconds left. Here's Robbins. Robbins crosses it in. Cleared away by Salem Hills. Nicely done defensively as they just clear this one away. 10 seconds left. Pleasant Grove trying to play it in quickly. With 6, with 5. Ball comes into the 18. Heavy touch. Sinte tracks it down. Tries to play it in. Corny trying to get on the end of it. There's the buzzer. And that will do it here for the end of the first half. Nicely contested first half between these two Region 7 rivals. It was McKinley Sinte, the senior midfielder, about 5 minutes into the game, taking an opportunity in behind the defense to put the Pleasant Grove Vikings up 1-0. A couple opportunities for Pleasant Grove throughout the first half. And the most dangerous opportunities for Salem Hills coming off of corner kicks in this first half. We'll head to the break. We'll take a quick step aside. Don't go anywhere. First half action ends. 1-0 lead for Pleasant Grove as they lead it over Salem Hills. Second half action on the other side when we return here on the Rewind Sports Network. And I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. Getting ready to kick off second half action between the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Early Region 7 battle between two teams who have had fantastic starts to the season. Pleasant Grove Vikings undefeated coming into this one. Got a 1-0 start, or a 1-0 start in region play. The Salem Hills Skyhawks also were at 6-0, lost last week to Spanish Fork to go 0-1 in region play, their first loss of the season. Salem Hills trying to bounce back in Region 7. Pleasant Grove trying to stay undefeated on the season and go 2-0 in Region 7 play. It is Pleasant Grove who lead it 1-0 thanks to a goal from McKinley Sinte, the senior midfielder who put the Vikings up 1-0 early in the first half. Sinte with goal number 4 on